Coming up on Cereal at Midnight, before another summer comes to a close, let's take one final trip back to the beach. Guys, how are you? Welcome to Cereal at Midnight. My name is Heath, and I am sincerely excited about this episode because we're talking about something that I love. We're talking about the beach party movies. I have unironic love. I am not ashamed. I love these movies. They are silly, they are funny, they are campy, they are sexy, they are so much fun. And our gateway to the conversation is the recent release of Back to the Beach from Paramount. This is part of the Paramount Presents line, number 34 in the line. And they've given this the sort of the collectible Blu-ray packaging. We've got a fold-out cover that's got this awesome art. And if you look at this, you'll see this is representative of the movie. Back to the Beach is a celebration of early 60s culture. Think about, okay, so it's after the original rock and roll generation. So it's after Buddy Holly, it's after Elvis, but it's before the arrival of the Beatles. There was this period in time there where the teen idols really took off, and that's what Frankie and Annette were. Frankie Avalon was a singer who had broken into acting. He'd gotten started acting, and Annette Funicello was a member of the Mickey Mouse Club. But in the early 60s, around 1963, they are being marketed and pushed as teen idols. And these movies are so much fun. They do not take themselves seriously. It's a mistake to watch the beach party movies critically. They know what they are. They say, forget about it. Come on and let's look at some people in shorts and bikinis and singing songs and dancing crazy stuff. Just look at how beautiful the water is. That's what these movies do. That's why they exist. They are good time party movies. This is a reunion of Frankie and Annette in 1987. And as you can see by the art here, it is looking back at the 60s through the lens of 1987. And you guys, I got to tell you, this is my childhood right here. So much, I think one of the reasons that I'm such a fan of retro culture is because this is what I grew up with. This is what was cool when I was growing. Doo-wop was all over the airwaves. Doo-wop was in commercials. Surf music was everywhere. The tiki culture. This is what's cool to me because this is what was cool then. The movie Back to the Beach knows what it is. It's silly. There's even a point in the film where Annette looks directly in the camera and says, "Aren't we the corniest couple you've ever seen?" And yeah, but that's the point. That's why we love it. That's why we're watching it. They are an antidote to the cynicism of our society. That's what this always was meant to be, just fun. And so I love this movie. As you can see, we've got Bob Denver back as Gilligan. We've got Don Adams, who is Maxwell Smart in the Get Smart series, the voice of Inspector Gadget, if you're an 80s kid like me. And he does get to say, "Missed it by that much." We got Pee-wee. We got Paul Reubens as Pee-wee Herman here, billed as Pee-wee Herman. As a whole musical number, completely breaks reality. I'm going to go ahead and spoil this for you. He's on a surfboard that flies into space. That's why I love this. Forget reality. Don't watch this with wow, that couldn't happen. No, none of this could happen. This is just to have fun. Lori Loughlin is here. The premise of the movie is, and this is another thing that I love about it, it doesn't revere Frankie and Annette, but it also doesn't make fun of Frankie and Annette. It knows what they are, and it says, hey, this is pretty cool. So it's been, 25 years or so since the beach movies, and since it doesn't actually reference the beach movies specifically, it more references how they used to be the teen dreams. And they have a son now who is a teenager, and he's the rebellious, do we have a shot of the son? He's like, kind of a punk kid, the chains and the leather and all that stuff. That's what their son is more interested in. And over the course of the movie, they end up in Los Angeles, back at the beach by accident more than anything. And, Frankie has to shake off. See, the plot of the beach movies were always very simple. They would have Frankie and Annette are a couple. There's some adversity. They fight and they split up. And then at the end of the movie, they come back together, as we always know they will. That's pretty much what happens in Back to the Beach as well. But it's the fun of going on the journey with them. Connie Stevens is here. So many. It's such a love letter to this. And it doesn't do it ironically. It does it with genuine affection. So this movie is directed by Lyndall Hobbs. And she is... there's a new special feature here with her. I think it's 9 minutes. But she just talks about how she wasn't sure she wanted to take on the project, but when she discovered the tone, that it was celebratory and it was kind of winking, and it was let's just have fun with this. And it was going to be a full-blown musical. By the way, it's a musical. she was all in on it. And she was like, we realized we had to either go all in or just not do it at all. So they go all in on it. And I love it. It's the kind of movie, not only could it not be made today, it couldn't have been made 10 years ago or 20 years ago. It is 1987. It's a movie of its time. And I love it for that. Paramount didn't really push the movie as much as they could have or should have, but it's become a cult hit over the years. And now here, with the release of this, I think we just have a full-blown hit. I think this is, anybody that wants to see this can now see this. The restoration looks great. This is the embodiment of just a good time. I wouldn't even call it a midnight movie. Just anytime you want to throw this on, it's a party. It's a party in a box. But I also wanted to use this opportunity to talk about the beach movies because it's something we haven't really talked about here. There is this box set. I don't think this is in print anymore. This is from MGM. I feel lucky that I have it. Maybe it is. Some of these movies, I know some of you guys are like, wait a minute, is that DVD? Most of movie history is still stuck on DVD. It hasn't gotten a Blu-ray. It will not get a 4K. DVDs are our friends if you care about movie history, and I do. And so these movies are this is a beautiful box set. It's 2 features per disc here. They're flippers. They are the films themselves. I'm trying to get. They're out of order here. Beach Party. We've got Beach Party, Bikini Beach. I'm going to go to Beach Blanket Bingo and How to Stuff a Wild Bikini. Muscle Beach Party, Ski Party, and then Fireball 500 and Thunder Alley. Some of these, 2 of these actually, I think, have gotten Blu-ray treatments. I think Beach Blanket Bingo and Muscle Beach Party have received Blu-rays from Olive Films, but the rest of these, as far as I know, is like, where are they? We could really. I wish someone would get these. I don't know if I think they maybe just don't sell well or they haven't in the past. But now is the time. Because this is what I'm saying. This movie has opened a window in time. We are living a moment right now where we have a chance to come to the Beach Party movies with fresh eyes. And if you have seen Back to the Beach, but you're not sure about the Frankie and Annette Beach Party movies, please check them out. And you see, I also have a couple of CD recommendations for you guys because they were recording artists as well. I mean, these guys were superstars. They were absolute superstars. So there's 2 collections here that come from Ace Records, as I believe. Acrobat. So Acrobat has put together these 2 2-disc compilations. The Frankie Avalon. Now, I should say both of these collections end in 1962. The Beach Party cycle picks up in about 1963. So this is pre-Beach Party, but it's great education if you're interested in this kind of thing because this is what made them famous in the first place. So Frankie Avalon, it's pretty much his career starting in 1954 going up through 62. There's a lot of rare stuff here. I'm just going to hold this. I don't think that's going to necessarily show up on camera. I don't know. It might be too fine of print. But it is a wonderful collection that really. He did the song for Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, the movie Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. He did the theme song for that. And it's super hard to find. So we've got the A side and the B side of that 45 here. This is so comprehensive. So let's see. For I just saw a statistic I wanted to share with you guys. He had 30 hits in the USA and the UK, including the iconic #1 Venus and Why. Once his pop career began to wane, he developed movie acting and became an ubiquitous star of the beach movies during the 60s. Alongside Annette Funicello. So this is 58 to 62. Equally huge. I've got vinyl LPs of Annette, but this was a much welcome CD, comprehensive CD collection of her early years. By the way, both of these are very affordable. This was like $12 right now. I just checked on Amazon. I think 12 or 13 bucks for this and 16 maybe for this. This is the moment. This is the moment. This is when we're talking about it right now. So I adore Back to the Beach. Music by Dick Dale. What's interesting is it's a perfect blending of 60s and 80s. I didn't say the 50s is in there too. 50s, 60s, and 80s. Because you've got Dick Dale alongside Stevie Ray Vaughan, right? Stevie Ray Vaughan. We can't diminish. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Dick Dale teaming up on Pipeline. Dick Dale has the biggest helmet head of hair. It's like this. It's dyed black, and I guess it's dyed black. It's huge. It's been sprayed and teased. It's this massive beast. It's like, wow, Dick Dale. It's got Fishbone, the ska band. There's so much great stuff here. It is this wonderful... Oh, more cameo. Do I spoil the cameos for you guys? So it's got Jerry Mathers and Tony Dow. Rest in peace, Tony Dow. He just left us as I'm recording this episode from Leave It to Beaver. Their TV mom is there as well. It's a love letter to the past. And this is when I grew up, and all this stuff's on TV. You know, Leave It to Beaver is on TV. The Beach Party movies are on TV. Gilligan's Island, daily viewing for me. It's just, can you tell how much I love Back to the Beach? I have been so excited about making this video. Check out Back to the Beach. Check out the Frankie and Annette movies. Again, don't think you're cooler than them. They know what they are. Meet them on their own territory and just have fun. They are so much fun. Guys, thank you so much. Take care. Until next time, I will catch you later.